Hey there, comic book friends. This is Travis, and this is, I don't know, a haul video. It came in the mail. Look what I scored on eBay. I'm filling up the vault. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Have no idea. Anyway, this is some books I just got in the mail over the last couple days. These are actually my first 2 eBay purchases ever of any sort. It's been an interesting experience so far. I'm thinking eBay could be a really bad thing for me because there's a lot of stuff out there. Anyway, I'm going to show you my books and I'll talk about them as I dole them out here, okay? Anyway, first up, I got this great deal on a collection of Demon. This is by DC. This is Jack Kirby, about 1972. I don't own any actual Jack Kirby of my very own, so I saw this collection. I'm like, man, I should pick this up. I've always kind of wanted to actually physically own some Jack Kirby. I kind of like the Demon character. Of course, he created the Demon character. This is the first issue. I think it's interesting that Jack Kirby, not only does he draw this book, he also edits himself. Of course, at this point, he's Jack Kirby. Why wouldn't he just edit himself? Who would need to edit him? Anyway, there's issue number 1. This whole set I'm going to show you is in pretty rough shape. I mean, the covers are all still attached. There's no significant tears or really horrific folds or that sort of thing, but they all have some level of water damage or another, which I didn't know when I purchased the books. There really wasn't much of a description of it. It was just a picture of them all fanned out, and you really couldn't even see all of the books. I probably should have asked some questions. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just excited that they'd be there. By the time the bidding was done, I probably paid just a little over $1 a book, like $1.07, something like that, by the time it was all said and done. So I figure for $1.07, the whole story's there. I get to enjoy it. I get to look at the Kirby art and get a good chuckle out of a book from the 1972. So I figure it was worth it. Like I said, it didn't really cost me that much. Anyway, there's issue number 1, as I said. Issue number 2. I always love these covers. I love all this, all the stuff that's written on them and whatnot. In the den of witches lies the fate of man. Read Bath of Fire. I don't know. It just amuses me. All the trappings that went along in the books back in these days. Here's number 3. It's an awesome... Hey, that's a Kirby Demon or a Kirby Dragon of some sort. I haven't actually read this issue yet. Down at the bottom, it's got, Jason Blood and the Demon both struggling to try and take control. Great stuff. I don't have number 4. It's one of the ones I'm missing. There's number 5. And I don't have number 6. Here's number 7. I really like number 7. I like number 7 because this is also the first appearance of Witch Boy. Some of you DC fans out there may be familiar with Witch Boy. I think he came to fame in the 7 Soldiers of Victory, the Grant Morrison series that was out and whatnot. He's been used some since then in like the either the Titans, or the Titans Halloween special, or Batgirl. I can't remember which now. I'm drawing a blank on which it is that he's been in. He's been in a few other things, and of course now he's also in the new Young Justice cartoon. In that, he's more of a bad guy again. But anyway, this is pretty fun. There he is. He appeared in the dark of the night, the strange creature called Witch Boy. And then here's number 8. There's number 10. Who dares summon me? To recover a lost soul, he had to face the terrors of the inferno. Bum bum bum. Alright. There is number 11. Number 12. Number 13, Sorcery and Death Above Gotham City Streets. This one's unfortunate because obviously a little kid got a hold of this one. Inside, it's got a little bit of recoloring done. Somebody really liked magenta and aqua blue. There's a couple pages that are pretty, well, you can see what's going on in them, but they're definitely colored by somebody with a crayon. Anyway, then we get to issue 14, and of course, lo and behold, Witch Boy is back. He's back, he's angry, he's deadly, Witch Boy. And actually in this one and the next one, his cat ends up taking human form, which is kind of fun. Ethan was commenting on looking at the pictures of this, you know, Witch Boy, he's got his hair, he has kind of little horns. It's kind of interesting. Jack Kirby, you know, tends to over-accentuate some things, or I don't know if over-accentuate is the right kind of word, but you're right, you'd assume that his hair would have really big spikes, and you can kind of see him in this picture. But they're really not, his horns don't really look that extreme, Kirby style, but certainly in the latest incarnations, like in the cartoon, they're definitely horn-looking type thing. Anyway, there's that. There is issue number 15, and the last issue of the series, issue number 16. Like I said, not in the greatest of shape, but I can still read them. They're still fun. I can say, oh, look, I own some Kirby books. Yay me. I haven't read them all yet. I've read about half of them. But they're cool. So there's some spreads. There's some 2-page spreads in here. Probably should have left them open so I could have showed you that. There's some 2-page spreads in here that just exemplify Kirby art and all the background craziness that goes on in Kirby stuff that is pretty cool. Well, anyway, I jumped at this because there's only like 3 issues missing of the full series. I hope to hunt those down at some point so that I can have the whole series. You know, as far as dollar value, it's probably not worth a whole lot because they're, you know, like I said, they're all intact and whatnot, but the water damage was obviously present. Anyway, the only other thing I got was Doom Patrol number 121. This is the second issue of my budding collection of the first run of Doom Patrol and My Greatest Adventures. This is interesting. This is, I think, 2 issues before the series actually ends, for the first volume actually ends, and it says, the title is this the beginning of the end of Doom Patrol? And it says down here, you decide. The book opens up with the artist and the writer are drawn in the first panels of the book, and they say, and the artist is saying, are we really going to kill the Doom Patrol? And the writer's saying, well, we might, it's going to take, someone special like the Marines to save them at this point. And then he basically turns to you, the reader, and goes, you, the reader, you could be the Marines. Read to find out how you'll save the Doom Patrol. And you read the whole comic, and then there's a couple, in the letters page, there's a couple letters, saying, oh, great, how great this comic is, blah, blah, blah. And then at the very end it says, if you want to keep reading this book, you need to buy it, you need to get your friends to buy it, you need to get your enemies to buy it, you need to get your friends of your enemies to buy it, you need to get your relatives of your enemies to buy it, otherwise this book's going to go away. Obviously nobody listened to them because in 2 issues it was gone. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it was fun to read. I like this series. I like the characters. So it's there's two for my budding collection of the first volume of Doom Patrol. Anyway, that's my little haul. Nothing as extreme as some of the other things I've picked up, but I decided I'd share them. They're kind of fun. I like them. Anybody else got these books? Anybody else have the Demon Run? What do you think of it? Anyway, that's it. Have a good one, folks.